Yo, real quick before we start, this is the Casual Nerds Podcast. We're two regular guys with big opinions, questionable research, and jokes that occasionally cross a line. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're just here to have a good time. So kick back, relax, and remember, if you take us too seriously, that's on you, nerd.
3, 2, 1. Cool. All right. Let's it's been a little while. Here we go.
Did these guys do any research?
Who the hell do they think they are?
Welcome to Casual Nerds.
Welcome to Casual Nerds. As always, you know me.
So what?
You know my guy on the other end. As always,
Make sure you check it out, homie.
280 episodes of the pod. Welcome to 280. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, and I'm a little rusty, and it's all good.
A little bit.
All good. But at least we don't have a shortage of stuff to talk about.
That's right.
But until then, how you
That's what
doing?
we do. That was the strategy, you guys. When we decided to take these gaps and do every other week, the strategy was that we can build up the stories and have more to talk about when we jump on these mics. So,
And you know what? It hasn't been working out well, but still,
it's still been a little light, but that's all right.
but that's all right. Let's see. Yeah, we have
We
a
did have the Oscars. Yeah,
we have a few things to
couple
talk
days
about.
ago.
Yeah, Oscars is up there.
Yeah, we had some things.
Yeah. Anything new in your life since the last time we recorded?
New, nah, man. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I guess the last time we recorded was prior Studio Magic. We recorded a week before we released. That because I took my trip to Puerto Rico. And that was fun. Went out with the fams, had a good time. Wifey's family and my immediate family, obviously, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was good times. The house that we rented, so we did like an Airbnb jump off. One, they bamboozled us a little bit on the Airbnb. They made it seem like there was a beach in front of the house, and it's possible that it's because of the weather and the high tide or something. But there was absolutely no beach. It was just rocks and that were in front of us. The beautiful view, but it was consistently windy and just yeah, a lot
Not
of
as
rocks.
advertised.
Not as advertised. The house itself, though, was pretty cool. I would say of typical.
Yeah, I saw the pictures you sent me there.
Yeah, it was something. There's like it was a very urban art inspired house. It gave me like inspiration. Like, man, it would be so dope to like own a house like this, and like
Sure.
not that I can, but it would be dope to like have a house that I rented out that was filled
A
with
lot of Murakami.
all of this. Yeah, Murakami and Cause and
Yeah.
all these
Fair.
different. Mostly, I'm going to assume. I'm just going to assume they were all replicas, because even though some of them were in glass cases or plexiglass cases, I would never put like even a low end $1,000 piece in like an Airbnb. I think that's a little unnecessary.
Facts. If you want, I can make you a couple.
Yeah, exactly. Probably not a bad idea.
Right.
But no, it looked cool. There was also like he had like there was art throughout the whole thing. So throughout it was like 3 floors. There was mad art throughout the whole house, both physical and stuff on the walls. There was graffiti on the walls. So it was a really cool. They had a slide. I don't know if I sent you a photo of that, but there was like literally a slide from one floor to the other that landed in a ball pit.
That's dope.
It supported adults. It's really for kids, but it supported adults, and there was a couple adults that did it. Most of them burned their ass on it because that slide was pretty steep slide, and they were like wearing swim trunks or swimsuits, so not a great idea.
Yeah.
I did not do it. If anything, the only time I went up the slide was in reverse, trying to save my kid from going from too high up. Nah, other than that, I mean, it was a great time. Great food. I had amazing food. I love Puerto Rican food. Yeah, it was good times. I also what called me to go back to that place is on the day before we left. I'm pulling out at this point. I learned how to get around the area because it was kind of in the hood. Which was fine, but it was definitely like trying to navigate around that area. I finally figured it all out, by this time, 4 or 5 days in. And then the GPS tells me to make a left this time on the main road instead of the right that I've been doing like every other trip. I make a left, and I swear to God, 250 feet, like there was a big tree that was blocking the view. I make a left, and then as soon as I pass that tree, there's a giant cannabis dispensary right there.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh man, now I definitely got to come back here without the kids.
Damn.
It's perfect. It's a fucking 5-minute walk, 2-minute drive. That'd be great. So, and I love Puerto Rican weed. I've done it twice now, and
I gotta make it out there because I haven't been back to I haven't been there since I was like 1. So
yeah, definitely got to do it.
I don't even count it. I count it because you gotta be.
You gotta be like, nah, I've done it. I've been there.
But nah, it's been a long time, way too long. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a great trip, bro. Yeah,
it was good. I got outside of the stress of traveling with children and having to watch them and manage them and them being very young, and so you're always on top of them, and then they're whining and they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that, blah 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 blah, parent shit, right? Sure. Outside of that, great trip.
Yeah, I'm really starting to feel the pressure for taking my kids to Disney. Because Alani got to go with her mom. So the younger, this was like last year.
She's at a good age to go.
Yeah, she got to go with her mom like last year.
How old's Violet now?
She's 6.
Yeah, I would say anytime in the next 3, 4, 5 years. I wouldn't push it.
She's the one being very vocal.
I bet.
I really want to go. So
yeah, it's just that I just feel like at that point, it ain't really still not worth it. It depends. How many rides is she gonna get on? Right. First off, how many rides is she gonna get on? How well does she do in very long lines? Because God damn, the lines at Disney are crazy, and we ain't even talking about the expenses yet. Just how much worth is saving the money to go to this shit and dealing with it. Like Danny said just now, a day at Disney is fucking miserable. It absolutely can be, especially I with young children. I can't even. I've never done it with kids. I can't imagine. It's got to be the fucking worst. So the younger they are, the worse I feel that they are in those scenarios. So and as far as the value of it, I get some really great photos. Okay, there's value for you. But will this kid ever remember that shit? They might get glimpses. They'll remember it for a year. And then it's they need I need the memories to be lifetime lasting for the amount of money that we're gonna spend to take your ass to Disney.
Yeah, I've been trying to really change that conversation more towards Universal Studios, just because they have the Mario area, and
that's true.
You know, they have like other things that I think that they probably would enjoy. But
it kind of will be the same at this point, just because they have added so much, the Harry Potter and the Mario and then the Spider-Man shit. They've added a lot that it might end up being the same. I don't know. Danny probably has been there more recently than I have.
Well, they're putting the pressure on me, so at some
I know.
I gotta do
The pressure. This is about the right age that the pressure begins. Yeah. You got to keep like postponing as much as you can.
I already looked into it, man. I talked to a travel agent about it. Well, not a travel. Well, somebody that I know who's a travel agent.
Yeah.
She was putting me on to the different price ranges and like the different packages that you cocould get, and you know, so I know more or less, you know, depending on the economy, I know more or less like what that trip is gonna set me back. So it's like
I did see some shit recently that I guess because of the economy, I want to say it was this week. Somebody sent it to me. Like, oh, hey, you got kids, you might be interested in this type shit. And it was that because the economy is so shitty right now, that Disney was actually offering like cheap ass all you can eat packages. So like you would get the tickets for like, you know, 3 days, 3 parks or something, and it included like meal plans basically for the whole time that you're there, which I thought reasonably, I mean, it was still an OD amount of money, but for what you typically would spend, I thought it was actually kind of reasonable.
Yeah. So I mean, and I don't know if it's just like me, the way I've been thinking lately, but they were saying it's about 5 racks, which to me, I was like, all right, like, you know, like it's doable. I can pay for the trip from here until we take it, and then that way it's like just having the bread on hand on what we're going to spend there, which is probably going to be another 5 racks. But you know, so it's I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know. The life can change overnight. So you know,
thanks.
Yeah. So we Gucci. All right. So on to less depressing news. Yeah, you're right. Danny's gonna be moving back to Florida, so I'm definitely gonna be staying with you when you do that.
What the fuck? My man doing the 360 already?
I mean, you know how that is, bro. Like,
I mean, you hold on though. You come to Rochester. You stay to Rochester for the worst seasons of Rochester. Of course, you immediately want to go back to Florida. Like, you've only been there for the fall and the winter. Who the fuck wants to be in Rochester for the worst seasons ever?
I mean, we ain't got to tell my man's business, but there's reasonings that make sense.
I'm sure.
It's always like that. It's not just because it's cold.
But that don't help.
No. All right, so let's see. All right, let's jump right into some Hollywood because you know, we're limited on time today.
No doubt.
Let's see. So the biggest thing that has happened since we last met was the Oscars. The Oscars just finished airing the other night, and a lot of a lot of the talk that has been going around for the Oscars and who was going to win the Oscars. And, you know, a lot of people were being very vocal about certain folks, and their, and their votes and everything. Honestly, the one thing that I'm happy about is Chalamet did not fucking win, because that kid has been, I mean, he's a good actor, and you know, I fuck with him in a sense of like, there's nothing about the kid that makes me just be like, yo, fuck that dude, right? But for some reason he rubs a lot of people the wrong way, probably because he's a younger, cocky dude, right? He's been really outspoken about like really wanting to make a name for himself in Hollywood, and
he said he wants to be a legend.
Like he wants to be a legend.
Chasing legacy.
which is there's nothing wrong with you
Agreed.
saying that.
Agreed.
There's nothing wrong with you saying that, but there's
I mean,
there's a
that's-
consequence to 'em.
That's where I would differ. I think there's something wrong with there's nothing wrong with doing that. I
Mhm.
think there's something wrong with saying that. Like
Correct.
you don't need to be. I mean, you could do it. Like I guess if you're a got to put it out in the universe type of thought thinker,
Sure.
that could fall in line. But I don't know. I'm more of the subtle prove it type of move, and so I would like to see him. I think, like you said, I think he is a good actor. I think he chooses a lot of really great roles,
He does. Yeah.
and he performs pretty well. And I don't think I've seen him in anything that I'm like, man, that shit was ass. He was terrible in it. Like
There's a
he's
few.
usually pretty damn fucking good. But like I don't like the vibes that he puts out by being like this this like legacy chaser, basically, like is what he said. And I was reading something earlier today about like his chase for Oscar for this. Yeah, like Leo says, he's been asking shit the type that he needs to be hit in the mouth. That's funny. He is that type, right? Like
Yeah.
the way he talks, he won't shut the fuck up. And they were saying that his chase has been like for the last 4 years, like he's been in movies
Mhm.
year after year after year, and those are like, and then after he releases a film, then that's like a 6-month Oscar chase and Oscar
Yeah.
promotion tour. So like people were just kind of tired of Timothée Chalamet, which is why he didn't get. And then the Marty Supreme shit, he went overboard because he was totally in the promoting it as if he was the character of the movie, who
Is
was
that what he was doing?
overboard. It seems like it, like he was kind of method in a way. Like they had that
Method after making the movie.
yeah, like they had that that fake, I don't know if you saw that fake promo on YouTube where he posted a fake marketing meeting that he had. I don't know if you saw that, but it was like it was a recording of a Zoom meeting that he was having with his marketing team on how he wanted to promote Marty Supreme. And it was way the fuck over the top. Like he was talking about all these crazy things and how he wanted to paint the Statue of Liberty orange and the Eiffel Tower orange and all this crazy shit. And the people on the call were like, I don't know. That's yeah. And they were doing like the typical, we gotta appease the Hollywood actor. No, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. Yeah. So what I was really thinking, and it was a really well done skit, let's call it, right? Like it was well done. Like you were watching and you're like, yo, is this shit for real or is this shit phony? Because it's way over the top. I can't tell if Timothée Chalamet is really this type of dude. Turns out it was fake, but it was really well done. And they did do a couple of the things that he talked about in that video. Like with he was talking about like putting orange blimps in the sky that said Marty Supreme and showing up at everything in all orange. And he did do a lot of that shit. He made a lot of notoriety around the film, but then people would be like, what the fuck is this Marty Supreme shit about? I keep hearing. And then everyone, oh, it's a movie about ping pong.
Yeah, the problem
fuck?
with him though is like Leo said, he's been just talking a lot of shit, and people are tired of that cocky alpha shit, right? Nowadays. So I think it kind of bit him in the ass.
I think so.
A little
I
bit,
think
especially
he needs to slow down.
And then within the last week or two, he got even more shit because he started down talking the arts, and he said that he started talking shit about ballet and what was it? It was ballet
and musicals.
Yeah, and
no, ballet and opera.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So ballet and opera and musicals, I believe. He was like, man, what was the quote? He said, "Yeah, I think viewers just went down 15% by me mentioning it." You know, like in that in that freaking interview that he was in. So now everybody's like, all right, we need to knock this dude down. So I don't know if you noticed, but before the Oscars, once everything lifted, where people could talk a little bit more about like the fact that they voted and whatnot, a lot of those voters, these actors and stuff, were specifically saying exactly what we're saying. Like Chalamet just needs to be knocked down a tad. Like he's not even like, a lot of these people were, regardless of how well he did in Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
They just were like, nah, like this needs to go to somebody else. Like we need to knock this kid off of his fucking pedestal. So,
however,
right. Right. However, the ones who were shining were one battle after another. And Sinners, both of them. Both of them were the two higher winners of the night. One battle after another got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they won 5 Oscars. Best Picture, biggest one. Best Director for Paul Thomas Anderson. Best Editing. Best Adapted Screenplay. Best Supporting Actor for Sean Penn, and Best Casting. So that's not too shabby. I think everything that they won is justified.
I thought they did. There was so much online discourse between these two movies, which I thought was very strange because neither of these movies would have ever been considered Oscar contenders 5-10 years ago. Like
probably not.
They're not the type of movies that would have
won
100%. And you know what? It's a good fucking movie. It's very well done, very good acting. It's a very somber, sad, kill yourself type of story at the end. Like nobody wants to watch, but those are what typically wins the Oscars, right? So 100%. 10 years ago, that would have been the Oscar runaway. Chloe Zhao would have fucking ran away with all the awards. I'm pretty sure she's already won Oscars. She won for Billboard, two billboards or whatever. Two billboards in Missouri, I think it was called. Anyways, so like she would have definitely run away with it, typically. But there was so much online conversation around both Sinners for way longer because it came out in the spring of last year. And then when One Battle After Another came out, people were like, oh my God, this movie was so great. It's got to like win Oscars. And, it's I thought they, especially because the voting public has grown and they added more people to the Academy, I guess, that could be able to vote. So that, I guess, gave it more like popular movies rose up in the ability to be nominated and win.
I think,
and I thought they split it really well.
I think, since we mentioned it, Sinners won 4 awards. Best Actor for Michael B. Jordan, which congratulations on that. Best Original Screenplay for Ryan Coogler. Best Cinematography, which I agree. And Best Original Score, which also I agree. But back to your point, I think the landscape for Hollywood is changing a lot. Well, for the world, right?
Yeah.
Social media runs the world, and it's like it's hard to ignore these films that have
what
been
people are talking about.
Yeah, exactly what people are talking about. Whereas before, like there will be Hollywood conversations, but people don't really talk about, like, we didn't really have that much conversation going on to where like these movies are being praised and like really vocal, and and it's generally a letdown. I think a lot more of those folks, like you said, when they added a bunch of other people, there's a lot of younger folks who are voting now. a lot of those people are influenced by social media, and so it has a giant influence on this exact thing. So I think that's what we're seeing. You know, so and honestly, it made it for a better experience because yeah, like Hamnet 1000% would have been the you know, the winner of like everything, just swept everything. But no, we're actually seeing the movies that we want to see win are actually winning.
Right. Exactly. That's the weird part.
You know, Michael B. Jordan, I'm happy to see him win, honestly, just because he's not normally the person that would be up for this and actually win it, right? While playing twins is not something new by any stretch of the means, you know, I thought he did great. Now, one could argue that you know that Leo fucking did better with his that neurotic role that he was playing in that. He should have won it just for that Mexican whistle. Just for knowing that and doing that off the cuff, he should have won it just for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I don't want to take anything away from Michael B. Jordan, but I don't know. I
just feel like I would have rather. I feel like my MBJ is a great actor. I would have rather him have won for a different,
I mean,
role or character. Like I, aside from the fact of him playing two brothers, you know, twins, and treating them as individuals and giving them each their own little nuance. You know, like you said, not the first time that's been done. I feel like it didn't make me feel like this is the best motherfucking acting of the entire year. No one could compete with what he did this year. Like,
but you have to factor in both of those things. Like we were saying earlier, like people were talking about it.
For sure.
You know, so and then there's
but if he didn't win, there would have been so much. There's still people that are not happy.
I mean,
with
people
the outcome. Like you, of course, you can't make everyone happy. There are people that are still upset about who, you know, what is the big thing I see. Oh, well, I mean, if Sinners had the best script and the best cinematography and the best this and the best that, how come they didn't win Best Picture? And it's like, they literally split these categories right down the middle and gave each one to each film because it was split. Like, okay, Sinners got a Best Original Screenplay, but One Battle After Another got Best Adapted Screenplay. So they both got the best fucking screen. It was basically ties all the way down, except for things that you couldn't tie. One got Best Editing, the other one got Best Cinematography. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Like they did the best that they could for the amount of back and forth that there was. You'll never appease everyone, but I think they did the right thing because honestly, even though I bet against it, One Battle After Another was a better overall picture. Like it was, to me, I thought it was the best picture of the year. It really was. As soon as I finished watching it, I said, "Holy shit, this movie should win an Oscar for Best Picture!" Because my God, I could not stop watching it.
Of anyone who was deserving of winning that Oscar, it was Sean Penn. So I was glad to see
Facts
that
also
because he killed that role.
You know, of course, people want to complain. Delroy Lindo did this and did that. I get it. I thought Sean Penn fucking killed his role with the small little nuances and face movements and the shit that he was doing. And he didn't even need to show up. The dude would skip town to go to fucking Ukraine and be Sean Penn because that's what Sean Penn does.
Right. It doesn't matter if they show up or not, man. He did his thing. So
yeah, I thought he did a very well job.
Another well-deserved Oscar went to Amy Madigan for Best Supporting Actress
Yes.
for Weapons.
Again,
Because that was
Weapons,
yeah,
an Oscar winning. That's wild, bro.
right. But because it was talked about a lot, you know what I mean? So, but if anyone had to win something for Weapons, 100% it was her.
It had to be
Because she
Gladys,
killed
right?
that role.
Was Gladys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
had
killed
to
that
be.
role.
She
So,
did.
I was happy to see that. Frankenstein, which possibly would have been another contender because
Yeah.
that's this type of movie.
Agreed.
They did win. They won for best makeup and best costume design, which of course
Sure.
that makes sense.
I mean, that makes sense. It's Guillermo.
But you know, it's again that in another time that would have been another Oscar baited movie.
For sure.
I'm surprised that a lot of these streaming movies, because did that go to theater?
Frankenstein, no, that was a Netflix movie. I mean, I think it was,
Netflix, right?
they did the Netflix thing where it plays in theaters for like 4 weeks or something. And
Oh yeah,
like
to make
5
it
theaters
Oscar
or something.
contender.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
which makes sense.
no,
for
that
this.
was pretty much a matter of fact. I think it was actually like a couple of weeks that it was in theater before it showed up in Netflix.
You're probably right. I vaguely
think
remember.
it might have been available for like 3 weeks before it was on Netflix.
The next one, although for me, was not surprising because one, it was fucking everywhere. Which is
I already know what you're
K-pop
talking about.
Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
K-pop.
no way
people
that
are
wasn't
so
gonna be-
mad about K-pop Demon Hunters winning this Oscar, and that was for sure straight to Netflix, and
Yeah,
that
that
did
was a
so
Netflix
well on
movie.
Netflix. Yeah, but it doesn't it have to go to theater for a while in
I
order?
think they got rid of that rule.
It must be because that is definitely.
I think the streamers still do it in order to make Hollywood happy, but I think they got rid of that rule because I'm pretty sure when Apple TV won for Coda, I don't think Coda came out in theaters. I think Coda was an Apple TV only
You might
film.
be right.
I can't remember, but
Well, K-pop Demon Hunters did something that was a little more original, where it came out on Netflix and it was on fire. So then they released it in theater,
right.
and people still sold that out.
Went to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't
We're
understand.
like sing-along views at the theaters.
Yeah. So I don't understand the people that are like surprised by this. It literally ran this year. There's nothing that has touched either both, because it won for best original song and best animated feature.
I guess Zootopia sold
That doesn't even
more
matter.
money.
That doesn't matter. I mean, if you could translate what K-pop Demon Hunters made, it would blow Zootopia 2 out of the water.
Maybe not. The reason people saw K-pop Demon Hunters is because it was quote unquote free on their Netflix. And then they were able to tell other people, oh my gosh, you should see this. It was great. Your kids would love this, right? And it spread virally. And it was very easy to watch versus having to spend money to go to the theaters. I don't know that people would run to the theater for a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters that was premiering in theater and had the standard, marketing promotion. I don't know that people would have been like, oh, I have to go run and see this movie because the K-pop songs are so awesome in it. I think the K-pop songs were catchy, but only because people were able to see it for free. And then the catchiness of those songs made it go viral and the virality grow. And that, I think that's why
You're
people
saying
are
that because you're not into K-pop, but a lot of these kids are into K-pop. like I don't know. Again, yeah, you're right on the fact that would it have
Would
done
it have done like $1.2 billion or whatever Zootopia did? Like Zootopia did shit ton of money.
Yeah, it definitely made numbers. And to me,
I don't know
though,
if it would
I
have.
mean, it was
I
good,
don't
but
know if it would have done those numbers if it was like a Fox release in theaters or whatever, like a Universal Pictures release. I don't know if it would have been as popular. I think the what really helped it was the fact that it was on Netflix.
sure.
And it was apparently a good movie, like not a great movie. From what I hear, it's mostly about
It's the music.
not the
Yeah.
actual movie itself.
That shit falls to the wayside when we're talking about little kids. And
Yes, when we're talking about little kids spending money, but when we're talking about the Oscars,
Sure. I mean,
the Oscars are not, based
let's
on just sales, which is obviously why Zootopia lost.
which is again, like I've been saying,
it's not supposed to be a popularity contest. And
yes,
it's not supposed to be, and it's starting to turn into one.
Every single year, that is the thing that people complain about the Oscars, that it's not a popularity contest because they want the popular movies to go. So this is the first year that we get that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
and then people are
1,000%.
complaining about the other half of people complain about it now, I guess. Yeah, like Danny says, Zootopia was about racial injustice.
Yeah,
Did they have that? They didn't have that in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, every that's what Zootopia has always been. It's just about racial. It's all about race.
It really is a subtle racial shit.
Yeah. The first one was the sketchy fox that, she clutches her pearls when the fox comes around.
Right.
So and now it's like them hating on snakes. So, you know what I mean? So
but you should hate on snakes, man.
Who are reptiles in general? Is reptiles in general, but who do the reptiles represent?
The Asians.
Hmm.
I don't know, man.
No, I think it was the Jewish folks.
Yeah, I mean, if you were constantly in anti-Jew conversations, you could pull that too.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't even matter. It's like inject whoever in this scenario, and that's exactly what it is. But that's what Zootopia's always been. So
yeah, for sure.
I mean, to me, I don't know if I would have given it to Zootopia, but I digress.
I haven't seen either, so I have no no real opinion.
Sure. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of K-pop Demon Hunters because I didn't have to sit through the movie in order to watch it. But the songs do slap. You can't help but hear that from the other room, and you're just like, oh, that's kind of fire. Now Zootopia, yes, I took the kids to the theater opening weekend, I want to say, which reminds me that I need to purchase my tickets for Mario. Those tickets went on sale, and I got to take the kids. Yeah, Mario Galaxy. Yeah, because they're gonna be pissed off if I don't take them.
I bet.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of cartoons and all that, let's jump right into recent news. Looks like Bob Iger is stepping down as of tomorrow, as of the recording. So Wednesday, the 18th, March 18th.
That was a lot faster than I expected.
Yeah, he's officially handing over the reins to the former Parks chief, Josh D'Amaro.
I've heard better things about this Josh fella.
As long as it doesn't happen before.
I mean, my concern is that the last guy that they gave it to, Bob Chapek, was also the Parks guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're saying that the parks people are more important than the film people? That's where I'm like, like I felt like the entertainment side of the business, was what drove people to go to the parks, and then the parks feed the system by getting you to buy this and that, and then getting you on cruises and all the Disney internal churn that they do. But I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense,
like
but
an operations thing, maybe. Like he's a numbers guy. He knows how to make sure we're not losing money or something.
Everything was fucking plummeting. The last dude,
yeah,
everything.
It was bad. It
wasn't even just the movies. I heard the parks were really plummeting too.
Exactly,
everything was bad. So, yeah. So, and then that's when Bob Iger came back and kind of set things straight again. At least, it seems like it, because we're still on that path, especially with Marvel and all of that stuff and Star Wars. But we've seen some changes in both. So, and we're now damn near halfway through 2026. So we're getting there. It's I can't wait until December. We're gonna be watching that Doomsday.
I mean, even before that, we get the Spider-Man trailer tomorrow.
We
comes out this summer.
That's right.
I mean, I know it's a Sony, but it's a Sony Marvel property.
When does that drop? When does Spider-Man drop? I keep forgetting because they changed it.
I think it's July or August.
Spider-Man, brand new day. Let me tell you, one thing that I don't know if it's genius or not. Yeah, July 31st. So even
I'm like right on the line.
yeah, July 32nd. So one thing I'm not sure how I like the way that they're doing this, right? Because remember, I'm usually the most vocal. Oh, we're getting a trailer for the trailer, or a teaser for the teaser is what I always say, because we always get the one scene, trailer tomorrow, and it's like,
I fucking hate that.
What? I fucking hate that. But what they did with this one now is they released 2 to 3 second snippets of the movie, of little clips of the movie. That's what I've been seeing online. Like small things.
Really?
Yes. It's a total of 15 seconds. Are
they pieces of the trailer, maybe?
Yes, pieces of the trailer. And it seems like it's strategic. Yeah. And then so it's really getting people to talk about this trailer for tomorrow. But
I have not seen any of those.
So for the teaser, huh?
I haven't seen any of those, so let's talk about it.
One I saw was him carrying someone while web slinging, and people have been putting it side by side with the actual comic strip that it seems like it was influenced by, which is cool. I seen one where he gets hit by the Punisher's van. So the Punisher hits him with the van, and then you could tell he's just on the hood, looking at him, and it's John Bernthal. So there's a lot of these very small cuts that look like people are leaking the trailer, little snippets of the trailer, but I think it's strategic.
But it's actually being released by
it's actually just being spread on purpose.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, Danny says they all add up to the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't wait. Danny also says the iconic first appearance Spider-Man image. He's like, come on, man, it's fire. I mean, yeah, sure. I didn't know it was the iconic because we're casuals here. But I mean, it looks fire. It looks good. It looks very different from what we're used to with Spider-Man. It looks, you can tell there's I don't know. So far, at least with the small things that I have seen, it has a very I'm trying to think of the word that I'm looking for. It has you know how like with before we had the MCU and everything just kind of looked like very over the top, very bright, flashy. This didn't seem like that. It seemed like more like they were like it felt like they're starting over with the cinematography on this.
Okay.
You know, like it feels like its own thing, almost. And you know, with Spider-Man supposedly like being more of a street level hero in this, more so than he's ever been within the MCU. I kind of feel like from what I've seen, like, okay, that's what we're getting from that.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it. Let me see if I can actually pull anything up. Well, talk so that there's no dead air.
I mean, what? What are you most looking forward to?
This was the image that Danny was talking about. So very very comic booky.
And that's the first
But there's a lot.
image.
I guess it imitates the very first
Spider-Man
appearance of
appearance.
Spider-Man. Yeah. See right there?
Ah. That's pretty cool.
That is fire. And then let me see. I don't know. This ain't gonna pull up videos, but it looks fire, man. I can't wait for tomorrow. We're gonna get that trailer, and I'm gonna be very happy.
I don't expect to be disappointed. I expect awesomeness. We got the trailer for Dune today as well, and I thought, fucking fire.
Oh yes, yeah. That
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump, but
no. I mean, it's good that you brought up the trailers because I haven't seen the second movie. Still, and it's not because I don't want to. I'll be honest. The first movie really didn't make me feel like I had to go watch it because the first movie was type boring to me. It wasn't very exciting, but I still saw it. And then and everyone was raving about part 2, and they said that from the beginning. Like the first one, yes, that gets it because it like gets too much into the lore. It's a lot of the politics and stuff, and it's just kind of like leading up to. And then the second movie, I know that shit hits the fan, and a lot of, you know, that's the more action heavy movie. And me knowing that, like, I need to go back and watch that. But watching the first one and it being so long, and me just like feeling like, oh man, that was kind of boring. Didn't really give me the you know, the feeling that I need to go watch the second one. But I keep hearing it though, and now after watching the trailer for part 3, I was like, all right, I need to go back. I need to watch 2. We agree that I was trying to say like at this point I need to watch the first one again because I don't know what the fuck is going on. But you're right. I'm just gonna watch what's it called?
I would watch a YouTube recap. Yeah,
just a YouTube recap of it. Remind me what went down in the first one, and then
because you're right. Like the first movie was boring because it was basically right. We've seen there was a Dune in the 80s, and there was two books, and there might be way more than 2 books, but 2 primary books. And the movie in the 80s made one movie from one book. And Denis Villeneuve made 2 movies from one book. So we already knew going into it that the first half of a book is leading into the rest of the story, and the
Sure.
end of the book is where the fun is. And so that's why I keep saying that the second movie was actually really good. The first movie, 100%, man. It was a lot of story building and a lot of lore and a lot of setting things up. And it's also long. So all that setup is super long. Politics, like understanding the politics of the galaxy and who runs what. And
It is very much because it's all based on the same type of source material, right?
Right.
So it does feel like Star Wars. But
Yes,
the
yeah, they're all inspired by Isaac Asimov's Foundation, which
Mhm.
is an Apple TV show.
yes, like the drugs is spice and like a lot of there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, there's
Um,
I feel like there's a lot more correlation between Dune and Star Wars. Although, like Rocco was saying on the previous episode, right? You know, like even though there is, he still prefers Star Wars and he doesn't get into Dune because, and as a lot of people do, because there's I feel like way more of the politics stuff in both Foundation and Dune than the action, where Star Wars leaned way more into the action side of things and less of the politics. This is another reason why Star Trek people and Star Wars people don't get along.
yeah, I can't stand fucking Star Trek. I like the newer movies because they actually had some sort of action. But yeah, as a kid, the second that you see that spaceship and it was a space,
Yeah.
find something good. Like, ugh, change
And
it.
I think Star Trek: The Next Generation on Fox ruined it for us because they were like, "Yeah, I don't want to fucking watch that shit."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there is definitely different vibes. However, I will say, part 2 is very, we're gonna start to actually do the rebellion. And starts to lean into a lot more of that action, leads you on not what I would say is a cliffhanger, but like a wanting more moment.
Mhm.
Which is, you're like, all right, the story could end here, and technically did end there in the books. But then there's, I think the third book or second book is called Dune Messiah, and that's what they're basing the third movie on, where he actually comes and leads the rebellion and does all the yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not really a spoiler if the book has been out for 50 fucking years, right?
I mean, yeah, it is a spoiler because chances
You
are
don't know anything about it. Yeah,
fucking
nobody.
book.
All right, well, I won't say anything else, but long
Oh,
story
let me
short,
just tell you everything
they're
about
both good.
Mary.
Like, skip part 1. If you haven't seen any of them, skip part 1, watch a YouTube recap. Or Cinema Sins, whichever one you want to do. You'll get the full gist and story of what the fuck happened.
Sure.
Then watch part 2 and revel in the massive landscape and storyline that Denis Villeneuve has provided you guys with.
And Timothy Chalamet gets shot in the face. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
also
never
that.
a bad thing for people that are
Nope.
T-Sham haters.
That's just hopeful thinking. I don't know if he got shot in the face in this. Very random side news that has nothing to do with Hollywood. Did you see that they actually released a photo of Banksy, like his identity has been revealed?
I saw something yesterday that there was it's still not 100% confirmed, and this person was previously believed to have been Banksy. I think the Daily Mail or one of the UK newspapers had run an article on him like
Long time ago.
Yeah, like 2009, 2008 type shit.
Sure.
And people just kind of, there wasn't enough evidence there.
Mm.
This new article is like more evidence to back it up. And yes, as Danny says, the dude looks like Jay Leno.
Yeah, Jay Leno the whole time.
Yeah, it's
How can you guys not
I don't
notice
know that
stuff up on the wall? I mean, come
I'm not
on.
happy about this. I'm kind of bothered. I didn't want to know who
start with
Banksy
your
was.
young stuff. He said, "Who?" Let's see. All right, so back into some Hollywood stuff. The because we're getting Daredevil season 2 is dropping soon-ish, right?
Ooh, yes. I seen that there were trailers being released, but I kind of assumed that they were the trailers that we saw at Comic-Con, so I haven't watched them.
There were slightly different.
Okay.
Because the first one that was released was slightly different. I want to say the second one that was released was the one that we saw at Comic-Con.
Mhm.
And when does it drop? Season 2 premieres March
Next
24th.
week.
So we have
Next week, baby.
yeah, next week.
Just shout it out.
So because of that, a lot of the embargo has been lifted. So people are, giving us their reviews on this,
Okay.
and a lot of it is praising it. I guess they said that it's kind of down the middle with the fact that it's either just as good as the first season, with a lot of people praising it, saying that it's way better than the second season. And I could read a couple of them, but one person said it's an improvement on season 1. It reminds me of the Netflix seasons with more impactful fights.
Ooh.
And time for characters to shine. Things are really building in each episode, and I can't wait to watch 8 and 6 tonight.
Interesting.
Another person
8
said
and
5.
6. What is it?
8 through 6. Sorry.
6
Another
through
person.
8?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm like, who watches it in the reverse order?
I'm dyslexic, bro. More stuff for me. Another person said 5 out of 5 stars, elaborating that it's so cool to have Kristen Ritter back as Jessica Jones, but Bullseye cements himself as one of the best comic book villains ever, period. And don't even get me started on Matthew Lillard's effortlessly creepy Mr. Charles. So
okay. I feel like Mr. Charles I was aware of. I didn't know Bullseye was in this season.
he was in the first season.
He was? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how it started.
Yeah.
That was literally how
Yeah,
it started. Never mind.
Killed Foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for last season.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yes. No, I forgot. Yeah, I'm fucking hyped.
Yeah, last one I'll read here. It says mountains. Mountains maintains the level of the first and is even darker and more brutal. There's more connection to the MCU, but it still wants to stand on its own, which is fine. Matthew Lillard and Kristen Ritter are great additions.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they film these back to back?
Possibly.
I
can't
feel
remember.
like they filmed this back to back, and we always knew there was going to be a season 2. If it wasn't back to back or like filmed all at once, it was like pretty like soon thereafter. So
yeah,
I feel
I
like-
think they got like right back immediately into
yeah,
it.
it's just the 3 reviews are all like treating it as if they heard the feedback and they came with even more to remind us more of what Netflix had. And it's almost like the showrunners are like, this was always the intent. Like we were building until we got to season 2. Like season 2 is where you're going to get what you came for. You
Sure.
just had to wait a whole year.
So season 2 wrapped in July of 2025. Season 1 was oh no, it's
No, I definitely would have wrapped before that. Because it was released in February of 2025.
what do you mean? No.
Season 1.
Yes. Well, this says
If you're
born
saying
again
season
season
2
two.
wrapped in July of 2025, then it
Yeah.
definitely would have been. But wrapped versus production or principal photography completion.
Sure.
That's what I meant. Like, I feel like they filmed them all at the same time.
Oh,
And,
possibly. Yeah.
and Leo says, I believe you guys did mention something last year. So I think you probably told me that they were filming both at once, but releasing them.
Yeah, because initially they
at a
wanted to
time.
drop like 29 episodes or something.
Something wild, yeah.
Yeah, it was so stupid. That had me very worried. But I'm also very happy that this isn't going to be season 2 of the Matt Murdock show. So I'm happy about
So
that.
again, I feel like it's kind of like it's like Dune.
Yeah.
It's one story and they split it into 2, and we got a lot of the Matt Murdock show, and there was a lot of complaints about all the law and story building that was happening in season 1. And I think at least according to these reviews, that season 2 is going towards the second half of the story and really kind of closing this loop. But we do get a season 3, right?
Yeah, so I was actually going to say that early or there's a rumor going around saying that season 3 will actually leave Wilson Fisk, like that whole story arc. It's going to get away from that.
Interesting.
Which for me, I love Vincent D'Onofrio as an actor. I was happy to see him come back. We need to fucking let the Wilson Fisk, like everything being centered around Fisk. I'm happy to let that shit go. I just don't want to. I like they need to. Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad if they move on to
the route
something
that he
else.
took. Everything was like about politics, and now he's the mayor, and like it's cool to wrap that up and then move on. Like let's get away from Wilson Fisk.
Yeah,
Wilson Fisk could exist and show up in other places and work with other, be a villain to other, other heroes like Spider-Man and Fisk have they've done plenty of shit together. Like just let that
I
shit.
think there's a thing about the reason he hasn't shown up is there's a thing about the rights that they can't use Wilson Fisk in movies.
In movies?
Yeah. I think they only have the rights to use Fisk on TV, but not in movies or something like that. And like, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it was something where Vincent D'Onofrio made a comment about like showing up in the MCU, and he was like, once they figure out the rights things, then hopefully I'd be able to be a part of that storyline. But until then, you'll never see me in a film.
Well, hopefully they do.
Yeah,
and then we see him in many other places.
Agreed. I think, like you said, I think he's good at the character. I think there's a lot of places that he could have impact. He had, the whole storyline with what was the Native American deaf girl?
Oh, Echo.
Yeah, I wanted to say Cleo.
Yeah,
Cleo, the fortune
was
teller.
actually good. I would like to see her come back. That was a surprise.
Yeah, that was a great show. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a good surprise show at a time where it was hit or miss with these shows. So, and didn't she have like powers or some shit there?
Yeah, she had like
not her, him. He had powers.
Yes, he had.
He got like hit by a truck through a wall, and
he was like strong, super strong, or something. Because he's supposed to be massive, right? Like,
sure.
And I feel like they made him look bigger in that show than they've ever made him look in the Daredevil shows.
Yeah, they try to get more of the supernatural feeling.
And he literally survived the gunshot. To the face from that show. And then we see him in Daredevil, and we're like, what the fuck? I could have swore he got murked.
Yeah. You disappoint me. As long as you don't shoot Vanessa, I will forgive you.
Uh,
Yeah, whatever, man. I'll be happy if they get away from the whole Wilson Fisk story arc.
yeah, I wouldn't be mad.
Like, do what you got to do in this one, and then let's leave that shit behind. And a lot of people are like upset that there is no Punisher in this season. It's like, yo, he doesn't have to be in this show. He has his own show coming out, and he's gonna be in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There was a little while there where they were actually trying to. They were like, people were trying to make it seem like, oh, John Bernthal is just done with the Punisher. I'm like, no, he's coming out and
He's got like a whole show, or I
does.
don't know if it's a show or a movie.
it's a show. It's
right?
it's a special,
It's like a 3-part show or something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, he's definitely not done with the character. They're doing shit.
And one thing I don't know if anybody knew, since we were talking about Spider-Man, I guess Brand New Day is set 4 years after No Way Home. Just
4 years. What would that do?
It's just 4 years of him not being known by anyone and really like making a new name for himself.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see what else. So X-Men apparently is expecting to begin filming later this year in the UK. I can't wait for a standalone X-Men film.
Do we know that it's going to be X-Men? Has anyone mentioned?
I don't know. This is speculation that it begins filming. I mean, they are making an X-Men film.
Yes, but is it called X-Men? Do we know that?
I believe at one point it was supposed to be called Mutants, and now yes, they're just going directly to X-Men.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I do want to see how they tie Miss Marvel into that whole thing. That's like the only mutant talk that we've had officially, besides their Deadpool. The only real mutant talk we've had was when they said that Miss Marvel was mutant blood, and then they're like, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo."
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna tie everything up to Mrs. Marvel or Miss Marvel.
I mean, they can't. She's still in the movies, and she's gonna be in Doomsday.
Let's see.
Well, they got to do something with that.
They will. Hopefully, they won't do a Bollywood dance number. I know that was your jam, and I know that you will defend it.
That was the Marvels,
shit, bro.
That was the Marvels.
No, you specifically, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel did not have Bollywood dance numbers in it. That was only in the Marvels movie.
Did they not have a Bollywood? It felt like it.
I don't think there was a Bollywood dance number in
every scene. Felt like a Bollywood dance number.
I mean, if everything that includes Pakistani people makes you feel like it's Bollywood, sure, but I don't remember there was any dancing in that show. Maybe there was. I might have.
I'm pretty sure at least one episode that they broke out into some sort of dance number.
Maybe I know for sure in the Marvels movie, and they had the whole thing where like they arrived on the planet and they were singing. Yes, in Eternals they had a straight Bollywood, but that was like he was an actor.
Yeah, he was a Bollywood.
Makes sense. But in the Marvels movie, they were like on a planet where people only spoke through singing, and that was kind of weird.
Yeah, that there's a lot of. I didn't hate Miss Marvel. I didn't love it the way I remember you like.
I just thought it was really well done. I thought it was. It gave me. I felt like I learned a lot.
It gave you hope for the future.
No. I learned a lot. I felt there was a a very I, I don't know the right way to say it, but there was like there was a sense of women empowerment. There was a sense of yeah. Good thing that's not plugged into the right speaker. Nobody can hear it. There was also like I said, I learned a lot about the Pakistani culture. I had no idea about the Pakistani Indian wars. It was very similar to like in the beginning of Watchmen when you learned about the or not Oklahoma City, but Kansas City. Man, obviously I didn't learn that much because I can't even remember where the fuck that riot took place. But yes,
yeah. I think
I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell us how dumb I am about that.
I think it was Oklahoma City.
Yeah, Black Wall Street, wherever that took place. It's very easier to say Black Wall Street.
Oh man.
Yes, them say patty drinks are hitting.
Tulsa,
I've been drinking since about
Oklahoma.
3 o'clock. It was Tulsa.
Tulsa.
See, I was close. I was close.
Tulsa.
I was close. Been drinking a long time today, guys.
Yeah. Let's see. Daniel Craig is rumored to have been offered a role as Harvey Dent's father, which is a bigger role than everybody has been anticipating. I'm not sure by now. I don't know if there was a confirmation on that. But that'll be dope.
Yeah. I like Daniel Craig. I think he's a good actor. He kind of looks like a Harvey Dent family member.
Nope. Looks like he has passed on it. So
okay. So never mind.
Yeah. Well, I put that in a little while back. I said a week ago. So they both turned it down because it was Daniel Craig and it was Brad Pitt that was also up for the role. And then if Brad, I can't remember who they said when that if Daniel Craig were to turn it down, they had the next person who may take it, but I can't remember which one that is at this moment. So more to come on that. I can't wait for the Batman Part 2. I think it's going to be good. It is kind of crazy the amount of people that they're adding to this. I kind of just want this shit to just start filming, man.
Whoa.
Watch this shit.
They haven't even started filming yet?
No, absolutely not.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're not getting the Batman for at least another, when did they say 2027 or 2028?
It's got to be 28 at this point.
Let's see, the Batman 2 filming late May 2026 is when it's set to begin filming. So it
begin
currently
filming
has
late May, wrap
theatrical
filming
release for October 1st, 2027. So
that's a tough. I would expect a delay to May 2028. Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm 1000%.
There's no way they're gonna hit that October mark.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they did, but I feel like they wouldn't get the editing the way they want it in only a year.
Probably not. I mean, with the way that this film has been going and like all of the delays, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my old back is hurting me too. So last thing, I'm again in the rumor mill. Yeah, GTA 6 before the Batman.
Facts. That would be crazy, honestly.
I mean, right now it's on. They
say
Oh yeah. So the rumors right now that an R-rated animated Venom movie is currently in the works, which I fuck with.
Animated. Okay.
I think we need a.
I'm
I
with
think
it.
we need a good Venom movie.
I still feel like we need a good R-rated Marvel movie, like animated. Like they have not really done well in the animation like DC does.
No, they haven't. I did really like the Marvel Zombies. I enjoyed that.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Marvel Zombies and X-Men 97, both awesome. So if that's the new direction moving forward, okay, yes. As a series, but Marvel films, animated films,
Like full films, I don't think they really do full film.
have they even done any in a while?
So no.
Yeah.
And I would assume that this is a Sony film, which Sony has not R-rated, but Sony has done the Spider-Verse.
In that case, then yeah, Into the Spider-Verse, which fucks.
Right.
If they do a Venom that is anything as good as Into the Spider-Verse and it's R-rated, then that shit could fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fire.
I think you just got me excited.
It
Even though this last Into the Spider-Verse has been plagued with a bunch of fucking delays. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with part 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it's still pushed back even further.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, because I could have sworn that they had done all of the they recorded both and animated both.
They did, and
it was only supposed to be a year in between, and somewhere in there they were like, you know what, we need to scrap that whole shit.
Yeah, there was something about it that I don't know if we'll ever learn, but there's something that prevented them from releasing this movie, and they had to kind of redo.
Yeah, we'll learn that in a documentary.
Probably
like 5 years after it releases.
Yeah. It'll be on CoffeeZilla or something.
Yeah, because now they just, I don't know. There's no lag time between we start finding out shit.
Danny, yes, Vision Quest is still a thing, and it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
We actually saw the first trailer.
Yeah, the trailer looks good.
When we were at Comic-Con, we got to see a trailer of Vision Quest. It's supposed to be coming out this year. I have not heard anything about it canceling. And I've heard that it is related to Doomsday, right? I believe it kind of leads into Doomsday.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So it should be coming out. I think it's this fall, if I'm not mistaken.
I can find out. Vision Quest. I really enjoyed what's it called? What's the one with Yahya Abdul-Mateen?
Oh, Wonder Man.
I did enjoy that.
I thought it was a really great show.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Really good.
It was, again, it kind of not in the same way, but similar to Andor. Mm-hmm. It was a show set in the universe that didn't have all the pitfalls of those universes, right? Like, there was no laser swords in Andor. There was pretty much no superheroes in Wonder Man. I mean,
right until the end.
Yeah, I mean, there's a super powered individual.
I usually hate when that happens, but
it worked.
In this case, it worked. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. Vision Quest just has 2026. Like, that's it. There is no. They said in the fourth quarter. I remember when.
I feel like it's gonna go right into Doomsday.
Probably. I think that's what they needed. They needed to introduce him before he starts fucking shit up in Doomsday. So that was fire. Let me see. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, Man on Fire with Yahya Abdul-Mateen looks good too.
That trailer came out, and I'm very impressed. That's also a Netflix straight, right?
Yes.
That's interesting. I'm always nervous
Yeah,
about
it
those.
is. Same.
I'm
But it
nervous.
looks
I'm
good.
nervous.
It looks absolutely great. And I was having a conversation recently with someone where Yahya Abdul Mateen, it's like he's still there where it's like I will watch
The
something.
second, by the way.
Yes,
Yahya
I'm
Abdul-Mateen
sorry.
the second.
Yahya Abdul Mateen the second. He's one of those actors where he's not quite in the list of I don't know if I'll give it a shot. He's still kind of in the okay because it's Yahya Abdul Mateen, I'll watch it. But his name has also been attached to a lot of not so good projects.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like right there.
Yeah.
Probably because he
ain't Coleman Domingo.
No, not for me. You know, this is an anti-Coleman Domingo pod. I don't know why I hate on Coleman Domingo so much.
He's a very specific actor.
He is a very specific actor, and because of his specificity, I think they hand him way too many roles.
Yeah,
like he's been showing up in too many things, and I'm all Coleman Domingo'd out.
I feel you.
Like let's give my man a small like I'm happy for him as an actor. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to be a working actor, but man.
He's in something else I just seen the trailer for recently.
He's in like a lot of shit.
There's a big trailer that just came out in the last couple of weeks. I just seen him in, and I'm like, oh, Watt gonna be pissed. Coleman Domingo's in this one too.
He's in so many things. And like I said in the group chat, I'm sure he's a great guy. Yeah, last I saw him in was The Running Man.
Yeah, I did not like him.
He did not need to be.
I didn't like the movie at all. Like I thought that was. I'm so mad I watched that movie.
Yeah, right. I didn't mind the movie. I thought the movie wasn't bad, but
it was. It was like.
Who you like more, Coleman Domingo or Papa Doc?
Oh God, I would say Coleman Domingo, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, even till this day, anytime I do see he has me wanting to say Papa Doc. What's his actual name?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Every time I see an Anthony Mackie movie, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
If it's MCU related, okay, I'll go watch that. But he every now and then he does surprise me. He definitely surprised me in that one Apple movie where he played the banker.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it's called, right? The banker.
Is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
That movie was really good, actually. Was very, very good. Yeah. So he's usually on the opposite of that, where it's like usually I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna fuck with that. And then if I do, I'm like, yeah, for sure. But all right, another thing against Yahya Abdul Mateen II, right? They were both. Him and Anthony Mackie were both in the same Black Mirror episode where there were friends who would play the video game and then specifically video game to fuck.
That's right. I forgot about that one.
Why like current Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah, I don't know anything with Cuba Gooding Jr. right now to be able to compare to Anthony Mackie. So I'm going to say Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. All right, you won that one.
Yeah,
you won this time, Anthony Mackie. And I do fuck with him in Twisted Metal, but I won't bring that up again.
Yes, I knew that was your one Anthony Mackie.
I tried not to
save,
but it was the banker that I actually met. And yes, Coleman Domingo plays Joe Jackson in the Michael Jackson movie. He's also playing
the one I was thinking of, but goddamn, he's in that too.
He's in that too. Yes, he plays. He's in the Four Seasons. He's also playing in that as a TV show.
I saw the 4
he's in-
seasons. Yep.
He's in Euphoria,
Uh-huh.
some movie called Disclosure Day. And
Oh, that's what it is. Disclosure Day. I
Oh,
seen the
that's right,
trailer
yeah.
for Disclosure Day, the big Steven Spielberg movie coming out, and I seen it, and this motherfucker was in it, and I was like, God damn it, he's in everything.
Yep. And he's playing Nat King Cole in a biopic.
Ooh, actually, that one is probably the one that will give him an Oscar nom. I'm not gonna put that out there and say he's that good, but I just feel like he looks like Nat King Cole,
Mhm.
and he's a musical Broadway guy, so I can imagine he can sing well and play that character well. I don't know. That might actually turn out. That might turn out pretty good.
Yeah. Danny
What is-
says,
he's taking
damn, he takes
Mahershala's spot.
Mahershala's spot, which is true.
That's true, man. Mahershala was in everything until he signed on for Blade, and then he disappeared.
Nah, he was in the latest Jurassic Park movie too. Jurassic
He
World.
was in that. He is in that movie.
Yeah. He's on the franchise train now.
Do not watch Mercy if you haven't seen it yet.
I don't even know what that is.
Mercy is the Minority Report type movie from Chris Pratt. You said Jurassic Park.
Oh
It
no, I
reminded
already
me of-
heard. I already heard that was not. That was
Yeah,
not it.
that was a waste of my time.
Yeah, I already heard that's not it. So
Yeah. I went into it thinking this is gonna suck. And then
But you
I
didn't-
saw a couple clips that I was like, oh, this is maybe different than what I thought. So immediately I'm like, when I first seen the trailer, I'm like, this looks like a pandemic movie. Like
Mhm.
one dude sitting in the room talking to a computer. Like that's a pandemic movie. Then I saw some clips and I was like, oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe it's a little bit wider than that. I didn't really get 100% like Minority Report vibes because it's not precogs. Nobody's predicting the future. They're just using AI to judge you, and the AI has access to every single camera in the world and everyone's files. And so it can provide you the evidence that you need, and you have an hour and a half to defend yourself
is
before
it?
you get killed.
It's got to be better than the Ice Cube.
I mean, I don't think there's a
I
movie
don't
that's
even know.
worse than Ice Cube's War of the Worlds.
Yeah. That's
It did just win the Razzie for worst film.
nice.
But yeah.
And he said War Machine was okay. I did not.
I haven't
click
seen it yet.
I didn't click it because I kind of already know. Like that's what I feel about what's his name?
Alan Richards. Alan
Yeah,
Richardson?
I always want to call him Reacher.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alan Richardson. Like people keep saying like they want him to be Batman. And for
I don't think
me,
he has- yeah.
yeah, to me, he's not. He's a good actor for like that, like Reacher. Very. It's meant for it. It gives a lot of the like that TV cheesiness kind of vibes, which works well for that character. And like, but he's not a big name draw.
Definitely not a big name draw.
No.
He's not a big name draw, and I just don't feel like he's got range. Like I
He
feel
does.
like he plays exactly the same every time. His voice, like he does a great Reacher because, like you said, like I feel like that's him. Like
Mhm.
he plays that right. I can't see him really doing much of other things,
Just
which is
doesn't
also
feel-
why I haven't watched War Machine yet. I feel like I'm watching Reacher in another war movie.
Right. Yeah. So I'm with you there. That's why I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything to add to this stellar conversation, my friend?
Is there anything that you are fucking with that we haven't talked about yet?
Nah, nothing that we haven't talked about yet. What have I been fucking with? I mean, the usual shrinking. I did start DTF St. Louis.
That was gonna be mine.
Yeah, and I saw the most recent episode. That was actually it's getting
It was
in.
kind of a snoozer episode compared to the first two, but it still moved the story along.
Sure. Yeah, it's getting really interesting.
Yes.
You know, it's a whodunit for those of you who aren't sure. It's a whodunit starring David Harbour and what's his name? Jesus Christ. Today my brain is not working today. Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. God damn, how could I forget that as well? I was gonna say the guy.
Yeah, you know that guy.
You know that guy.
So yeah, Jason Bateman and David Harbour. It's pretty much a whodunit. David Harbour. It tells you right in the first episode. It tells you in the trailer he dies, and they're trying to figure out how he dies.
Yeah.
And Jason Bateman is his boy who puts him onto a website called DTF St. Louis, where he finds people who are down to fuck. So it's real interesting. Yeah, it's real interesting. I like it. It's an HBO, so it's an HBO show. So
yeah, it's good. Actually, weird.
A little bit.
No, this part I think is weird. Not to keep the show going longer, but
Sure.
I have noticed this for a couple of shows on HBO. They changed the name, right? Like it's HBO and it's HBO Max.
Mhm.
But there's shows that still start off saying Max Original. And I'm like, why does this say Max Original? It even starts off with a HBO thing, and then it's like Max Original presents. And I'm like, what?
Max Original means that it does not air.
But these shows air on TV, which is why I'm confused.
Oh,
Because you're right. Max Original used to mean that it was only on Max
Streaming, yeah.
when Max was the streaming thing. But now I don't know what the fuck Max Originals means. Like there must be a studio that's still called Max within HBO or something. I don't know. I thought that was really weird. Anyways, yeah, DTF St. Louis. That's my show. I fuck with it. I'm DTF to DTF St. Louis.
Let's not let your girl hear that. Let's see.
I blame it on Harambe. Agreed. I think Harambe that broke the universe right there.
I don't know.
It broke the timeline.
I personally think everything has been completely different since Y2K, but that's just me.
Sure. But I wouldn't know. I didn't meet you until after Y2K.
That's true. The world went to shit after Y2K.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good. We've done it. We've did it.
We did it. We crossed the mark. We're at past an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We did it for you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Remember, we will be back in 2 weeks to try to record again, unless Johnny goes, hey, you know what? I can't record. At which we'll be back a month later. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Remember to turn on your notifications so that they'll tell you when we go live and you could actually check us out. Yeah. Peace. We love you. Good night. Peace. Bendición.